Hi there, it's Niels on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. Buy yourself some silver and some platinum and some crystallized osmium. Very good investments in my non-professional, non-financial advisor position of not being anyone to give you any advice on finances whatsoever. They're great things to invest in. But that's not what this is about. This is about Africa, amazingly enough. And wow. it's fun. It is from the New African Channel about less than a half hour ago. Big blow to Zuma. Top court bars him from running South Africa election. Well, let's see what the heck is going on here with these Africans.
On Monday, the Constitutional Court of South Africa ruled that former President Jacob Zuma is ineligible to participate in the upcoming national election due to a prior criminal conviction. This decision, bound to heightening political tensions ahead of the crucial vote, stems from a constitutional provision disqualifying individuals sentenced to more than 12 months in prison without the option of a fine. At 82 years old, Zuma falls under this disqualification criteria. His conviction dates back to 2021, when the Constitutional Court sentenced him to 15 months in prison for contempt, following his refusal to testify at a judicial inquiry into government corruption. It is declared that Mr. Zuma was convicted of an offense and sentenced to more.
Okay. He was convicted of the offense of not wanting to roll over on his corruption schemes. So, okay, continue to listen.
More than 12 months imprisonment, and is accordingly not eligible to be a member of, and not qualified to stand for election to the National Assembly, the court said. The dispute regarding Zuma's ineligibility for next Wednesday's election arose due to his inability to appeal the apex court's prison sentence, leading to initial disqualification by the Independent Electoral Committee. However, Zuma successfully appealed to the Electoral Court, arguing that since he lacked any recourse against the contempt ruling, disqualification did not apply to him. Nevertheless, the Constitution.
So, what he did is he went to a friendly court and said, hey, their court doesn't apply to me. I'm special. And that court that he apparently has a lot of sway with said, yeah, sure, okay, boss. So then they go back to this other court.
Constitutional Court reversed the decision on Monday.
And they reversed it.
It declared that Zuma is prohibited from contesting a parliamentary seat for 5 years from the completion of his sentence. Zuma's tenure as South African president from 2009 to 2018 was marred by.
During those years, the price of platinum plummeted. They lost about, I think, $5 billion in 10 years in their gold mining operation. Those years, let's get those years back up there, from 2009 to 2018. Those years were the years that corruption, not saying the president or leader during that time, killed the South African economy and made it is what it is today.
Was marred by corruption allegations.
Oh, corruption.
Culminating in his resignation.
Oh, he resigned because of corruption.
He re-entered the political arena last year with a new party, the MK Party, fiercely criticizing the ruling African National Congress, which he once led. With his enduring popularity in some parts of the country, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal, Zuma's return to politics.
KwaZulu is another tribal group inside of a country. African politics don't work like Western politics. They have mass appeal to tribal lineage inside their country, and the reverse, tribal hatred if you're not part of their tribe, which is something we don't experience here in America.
Poses a significant challenge to the ANC's long-standing dominance. The anticipation surrounding Zuma's potential return to parliament, despite facing corruption charges and imprisonment in 2021, has intensified political tensions, especially after deadly riots erupted in KZN following his incarceration. Amidst ongoing legal battles, Zuma's trial for corruption is scheduled for next April, adding further complexity to the political landscape ahead of the upcoming election.
Very reminiscent of what they're doing to Trump.
As the ANC faces its toughest electoral test in 3 decades, President Cyril Ramaphosa has assured the nation of a firm response to any potential unrest, emphasizing the rule of law. The outcome of the election could potentially reshape South Africa's political landscape, possibly leading to the formation of the country's first national coalition government. What are your thoughts on the court's ruling? Let us know in the comments.
First off, what do I think about this program? I think they are being very biased against all political parties because there is a gentleman that's running who has a chance to win, but he is Caucasian African, South African, born in South Africa. Oh, sorry, let me go ahead and turn this around. Born in South Africa. He's a South African citizen, but he's Caucasian, so they totally discounted him running, which I find even more interesting, adding to the bizarreness of their electoral process, if you can call it that. But anyhow, it's going to be interesting to watch. Hopefully, they'll have the elections over 2 days. So that way, half the country that doesn't have power one day can have power the second day and be able to do their elections. It's a messed up country, and they need change. Obviously, the guy who's running it corruptly resigned. I mean, oh my God. Anyhow, they have lots of problems down there in South Africa. But hey, that's BRICS leadership. We can't forget what makes these corrupt individuals that are running their country into the ground is they want to join BRICS. So that makes them special. And because South African country is part of BRICS and they only have power for half of the day, 365 days of the year, they only have power for half of those days. Their GDP is awesome. They can contribute more to their society's goods and services to sell without having power for half of the day than countries that are non-BRICS companies that have low GDPs. Makes you wonder what the GDP thing's all about. I think a lot of people are going to be upset when the rug pull comes on all these manufactured numbers from around the world that make you think one thing when I am reporting something totally different from boots on the ground in the actual country. I'm not talking about it here in America or from Europe. I'm getting these directly from African news organizations that are saying a lot of things, and I'm hearing a lot more than what they're saying. But no one seems to be picking up on that. I don't think South Africa's GDP is... I think charts are past tense. And if you look at the past, yeah, at one point in time, they did have a decent GDP. About 5 years ago, that went away. And I don't think the charts have caught up yet because I haven't seen the charts that show half of their production because they don't have power for half of the day, which is a fact. But it's not charted. So apparently, you can run a country 12 hours a day with electricity, 12 hours a day without electricity, and still have awesome production and manufacturing and distribution, according to the numbers of GDP. Of course, you realize how idiotic that sounds, but the numbers, the GDP numbers, the numbers are a lie. Bricks sink in water. Sorry. You guys have a good day.